Chicago Med, Season 5, Episode 11, The Ground Shifts Beneath Us. Here's your recap. This episode opens with chaos at O'Hare International Airport. An electrical fire breaks out mid-flight, forcing an emergency landing and sending a wave of injured passengers and crew straight to Gaffney Chicago Medical Center. Doctors Will Halstead, Choi, and Crockett Marcel take charge of the emergency department as the walking wounded and the critical cases start pouring in. The chaos becomes personal fast. Among the victims is Dr. Abrams, a member of the Gaffney staff who happened to be on that flight. Marcel and Choi jump in to treat him themselves, but the situation turns emotional when Abrams' young wife arrives at the hospital. She's overwhelmed, scared, and almost immediately wants to pull the plug on his care. Choi spends much of the episode trying to manage her, balancing her grief with the medical reality of her husband's condition and trying to buy the team enough time to see if Abrams can pull through. While the ER is in crisis mode, a very different battle is playing out upstairs. Dr. Charles and Dr. Halstead have been pushing for something controversial: a safe injection site inside the hospital, a supervised space where people struggling with addiction could use drugs under medical supervision rather than alone on the street. It's a harm reduction approach, and it's gone all the way to the hospital board for a vote. The board says no, but Halstead isn't ready to let it go. After the rejection, he tells Charles there's another way forward, and it's clear he's willing to go rogue. He hints that if the hospital won't sanction a safe injection site, he'll set one up unofficially without approval, because he believes it's the right thing to do for his patients. It's a decision that plants a seed of tension that carries beyond this episode, since freelancing outside hospital policy is exactly the kind of thing that gets doctors in serious trouble. Meanwhile, Dr. Natalie Manning finds herself in the middle of a genuinely alarming discovery. While going about her day, she comes across a baby left alone in a car in freezing Chicago weather. It's a gut punch moment, the kind of thing that could have ended in tragedy. When Manning digs into where this baby came from, the answer is shocking. The child belongs to Gwen Garrett, the hospital's chief operating officer. This isn't some stranger's story. It's a colleague, someone in a position of authority at Gaffney, and suddenly her personal life and her judgment are thrown into question in front of the very doctors she oversees. And then there's the slow burn relationship drama that's been simmering all season. April Sexton is newly engaged to Choi. On paper, things look happy, but April is sitting on a secret. Earlier in the season, she shared a kiss with Crockett Marcel, and she still hasn't told Ethan about it. In this episode, working alongside Marcel during the plane crash response only turns up the heat on that unresolved tension. It's the classic will it blow up setup, the kind of secret that never stays buried for long on the show, especially not when the person keeping it is engaged to someone else. So by the end of The Ground Shifts Beneath Us, the title earns its name in more ways than one. The literal ground shifted under that airplane's electrical system, throwing lives into crisis. But the emotional ground is shifting too. Halstead is about to cross an ethical line for his patients. Gwen Garrett's authority and judgment are suddenly in question, and April's engagement is sitting on a secret that could upend everything the moment it comes out. It's a classic Chicago Med episode, one big medical disaster used as the backdrop to quietly detonate 3 or 4 personal storylines at once. And if you've watched this franchise before, you know none of these threads are going away quietly.